Just chatting. That's the category we're gonna be in tonight. Okay, so enable our preview and let's see. They never want to capture my gameplay for this particular game. Okay, there we go. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright, so feeling like playing a couple of different games tonight, and I was just gonna start out with some good old Geometry Dash. It does look like my stream is kind of blinking though, which is weird. So maybe turning this off will help. Hold on, I was trying to see like what buttons I could press. Like you could press space, but any arrow keys don't let you jump. God, this song is so good, bro. I just had to hop on and play this tonight. So Patrick Swift is playing Counter-Strike. That's the left key. Oh, come on, man. I pressed the button. Alright, try it again. Alright, let's kill it this time. I was trying to turn on my music. Ooh, this will be hella loud. Like, put it like right here. Oh, bro, it's way too loud. Since you've been streaming Kenshi so much, I suppose that I could overlook this deviation from playing good games. We're gonna play all sorts of games tonight. One of which is something I think you'll like. It's a little throwback. It's a throwback, so it's a game we played before in the past, and I'm gonna bring it back tonight. Don't worry though, I'm not done with the Kenshi. We'll go back to it. coins. How many coins have I gotten on this map? 0? It's a very, like, kind of easy map. I just really like this song. I was like, sitting on my computer, I'm like, what am I gonna play? Oh, bro, there's a song in my head. What is it? This Geometry Dash, bro. Gotta hop on. By the way, I know the music is probably a little loud. I raised it because I fuck with this song. Let's try this again. These are some Elden Ring ass levels, bro. Doesn't matter how far you get, you gotta finish. Bro, I clicked. Come on. Give me that! I think I know where the last coin is too, because I remember, but it's a little, like, it's a little weird trying to get to it. Let me see. I have read your comment, and I'm gonna delegate that question to my attorney. So I'm pretty sure the coin is over here, and you just gotta like drop off. But I don't remember which one. It's that one. It's the second. I think it's this one. No. It's this one. Oh, you gotta do 3 jumps. Okay. This game has come so far. Like, so... Featured, yeah. Okay, so... So these are, player-made levels, and they hardly make sense. I say that because they add so much special effects. It's hard to know what's going on, so watch this. High object count, maybe unstable. Okay, yeah, so like, there's just so much going on with these, like, people have made tower defense games out of these, like, it's crazy. I just like the OG levels, though. So, but like, even their new level, like, check this out. Not a fan of it, obviously, but I like the more simple levels. Ah, shit. Where's the electrodynamics? Here we go. Difficult right there. I'll play the club step for the one time. Alright, we're gonna switch games. So am I into this kind of music? It's catchy. It's pretty good. I wouldn't say like I listen to it, but like for a video game, it's pretty good. Sec. I gotta disable my preview. Alright. We're the only one. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to disable a few more settings and get rid of this. Yep. Oh my god, we landed on the rock too. Am I gonna yap? No. My girlfriend is coming into town on Thursday, not tomorrow, but or tomorrow's Wednesday. So next Thursday she comes into town. So I'll be spending a weekend with her, which will be really cool. Work's been pretty good. Danger zone. No stories of coworkers sticking their feet in the food? Unfortunately not. Don't think I've seen that happen.
Yeah! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, we almost made the 40 seconds, bro. It was 40.1. Your workplace must be pretty boring then. Let's see. Some kid thought some kid cut off a chunk of flesh off his finger with a knife. And he had to go to the hospital. But when he came back, he came back after, same shift and was, telling us that he doesn't know where the piece of flesh went. And he's like, I was cutting the steak, so it might be in the steak. I was like, what? I'm like, bro, I had steak for lunch. And he's like, oh, you might have eaten a piece of me then. So yeah, technically I'm like a cannibal now, I guess. Which is kind of fucking weird. Didn't really sign up for that.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Holy shit. That was crazy. Complete this level's mini boss jump. Okay, that's pretty easy. I gotta do different tricks, bro. I always do the same one. Ouch. I think I pumped when I should have counter pumped. Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Fuck. Bro, where's the checkpoints? I'm not hitting any. This run is fucked.
Yeah!
Maybe cannibalism is dependent on the size of the body part. I'm gonna eat mild skin for, but
Whoa, 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 whoa!
well, so like you're playing a campaign and you want to go from Highlands to Jungle to this one to this one, and you only have a certain set of lives, you know, so every crash that you do on a level can hurt. So like, if you see the top right, we have 4 lives. So So that's what we start with. And then the top left has our lives. And if you look at the top left, top right, we have a challenge and we have our lives. Okay, if you get the challenge done, you get more lives. See? So we just lost a life. And this carries over through the entire campaign. So it's really, really important that you don't crash and start stockpiling lives, because it gets harder and harder. Okay, so we completed the challenge, we get +1 lives. And then obviously you want to go and get some of these upgrades. And some of them are extremely important more than others, like this one right here. Not every crash is a loss of 1 life. If you crash really, really hard, you can lose up to like, I think 4. But that perk we just bought will like reduce it down to 2. So yeah, all these maps are randomly generated. They all have seeds, which is cool, but it makes some of the boss tracks like actually impossible. So RNG can like fuck you really bad in your playthrough of this, because like I said, boss tracks, they can be set up to be like pretty much impossible. Yeah, so the Snowy Peak one is really tough. Well, we'll see how far I get. Honestly, I know it's only been 30 minutes of me streaming, but like I might go to bed a little earlier tonight, or try to. Just gonna try and get a haircut tomorrow and clean my car and apply to a few more jobs tomorrow. I still work at the Mexican food restaurant, but I'm trying to get like a career going, which would be pretty cool. All these challenges are pretty easy though, and they always say just don't let go of the acceleration. So, we're getting kind of a cakewalk to start the campaign. kind of haircut am I thinking of? Just like less volume up here, like my hair gets kind of thick. Just the normal one, like little shortcut, kind of spiky. Gotta look good for the girl, man, on Valentine's Day. Okay, so these are called the helmet cams, and they're tough. You have to play in first person. I don't think I want to do. It kind of makes me sick when I do that, so I'm just gonna skip that one. All right, this is it. We go down the trail. We gotta jump over a pyramid at the end, and they want a double backflip for an extra life. It's kind of hard to get a double backflip going. Alright, tons of speed, tons of speed. Let's go. Landed on the wrong side. Okay, I couldn't find a spot to get the double backflip done. Alright, so now we move on to jungle. Okay, one backflip. Probably hit another one real quick. There we go. Some slam storage tech? Yeah, good idea. Reminds me I should definitely play some more Ultra Kill. I think I got kind of annoyed trying to get perfect scores. So I avoided this, can't hit it. No, there's one 360. Okay, that's what I mean. RNG sets you up sometimes to just not have success. Jonas is gonna— no, Jonas is your Valentine, dude. He said I'm like an old used tissue paper. He doesn't want me anymore. He's a very picky man. Thank you. Thank you, that means a lot.
Yeah.
Fuck. See, that right there took 2 lives because we crashed really fucking hard. So, let's see, where's this actually? Okay, I don't know. Okay, we gotta finish without braking. Because technically you can still brake with sliding our bike out. That doesn't count, so... Yeah, but this game is really good. I like it. Kind of reminds me of college a lot. I would just play this a lot in college. I had a lot of good memories in college too. And sometimes I really miss it because life was pretty good. I just had to worry about classes. And could do whatever I like. Make whatever adventures I wanted to. Had all my friends. I miss my friends, man. I do. I play games with them sometimes, but not all of them. And, you know, we're all just, like, adults now, trying to make a career instead of being in school.
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, it's a nostalgia game. Like I said, just reminds me of older times when things were a little simpler for me. Got to see my girlfriend a lot more often up there. Got to go to parties. Got to go to small friend hangouts, you know. We party though. A lot of music, some beer. It was pretty cool. Well, we could take this medic camp, but alright, that seems dangerous. We'll do the bus track. Ah, dude, I've missed a lot of people. And I know they missed me.
Yeah.
I hope they're all doing good, but, you know, I keep in touch with them and some of them are struggling. One of my friends, we had a third friend in our group named Saeed. He went back to Bangladesh after a year after graduating. probably stay there, but my buddy who is friends with me and Saeed, oh good heavens.
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, my friend Lucas misses Saeed, dude. I miss him too, and my friend Lucas works for the U.S. Postal Service, and he's very unhappy working for them, but it's the only job he can get right now. And he pays rent. He doesn't live with his parents right now, which is pretty huge, but I don't blame him because his mom kind of has an abusive boyfriend, and he'd call me some nights and he'd be like, "Steve, that fucking jackass put hands on her, dude," and I want to kill him or something. It's tough, man. The freedom I had, you know, just living in a different world was really cool. You know, I guess moving back in with your parents after college, it's not exciting. Like, you've lived there pretty much your whole life. Feels like you've kind of already done everything. You know. But when I was in Northern California, felt like I could see so many new things and explore so many new sites and climates. It was fucking awesome. And it was a nice 2 years of college that I did have, exploring a new life. Feels like somehow I graduated and moved backwards sometimes. Because I would really like to work a job where I could make like 40 an hour. Start saving. Purchase a nice house with my my GF. And you know, live pretty happy. Do milk. Good idea. Already did like 3 milks today, dude. That sounds a little weird. Pause. Make sure you don't, I don't know, I kind of take comfort in familiarity. I don't have much of a drive to see new things currently. No, I understand, yeah. I think for a lot of people, like, COVID made them feel like they wanted to explore something new in themselves, and whether that was even exploring, like, new locations in the area they live in, or it could have just been, like, a new passion, like learning to paint or cook, or maybe they took up literature and started reading a bunch. I think it's good that we had some time to kind of reflect, but it's also kind of really bad that, you know, COVID happened. It put a lot of people in really tough spots, and it isolated them. And the education system, like my mom is a teacher, like a lot of kids just started really failing hard, like they weren't getting taught the compounding lessons, the things that build on each other, like math, or I don't know, maybe science. So a lot of these kids were behind in school. They couldn't figure out like how to catch up after COVID, and that's kind of a bummer for everybody. Fuck.
Yeah.
Forgot how to brake. Personally, for me, COVID, my experience was this is probably the hardest thing I ever had to experience in my life, and it wasn't even just because COVID was what it was, but I had a girlfriend, like my first girlfriend, dude, and she felt like kind of everything to me. I had the rose-stained eyeglasses on, right? Like everything just seemed like love, I guess, maybe. And then I realized that me and her were both better off not seeing each other, so I broke up with her. And then 2 months later, COVID hit. 2 months after I broke up with this girl that I had like dated for like 4 years. And we went to prom together in like high school and all this stuff. I don't know, one day I just had to end it, and I made it like very cold turkey. I just cut her off, which in retrospect probably wasn't very nice or considerate to either of our feelings, like, but she moved on quick, man. Girls move on much quicker than guys, because guys really are the romantic person in the relationship. Like they actually, like, girls like the way you make them feel. Like, if you don't make them feel very good anymore, they start thinking about other options, like divorce or like moving on with their life, right? But like guys, I feel like guys can show some true loyalty. It's a commitment for men. They see something like that's really good in their lives. You know, the woman is very polite and classy and treats your family with respect and all these little things, and the guy commits. He's like, this is someone that's very special. It's more than just how they make me feel. It's how they like bring a sense of peace to your life. Hopefully they bring peace, right? Like, my thing was I wasn't getting any peace, and I was trying to make it work with this girl for like 2 years. I think the last 2 years of the 4 years I dated her. Excuse me. This is really old news, but I don't know. This is what happens when I play Descenders. I start yapping about really old stuff. Yeah, I mean, so that girl that I broke up with, she found a new boyfriend in like 3 months, and I found out, and I was really, really upset. Yeah, and then for like the next 2.5 years, I just checked out and drank quite a bit of alcohol and smoked quite a bit of weed and stayed up all night and didn't take care of my health one bit. Yeah. Everything in my life felt like it was failing. Yeah, everything felt like it was falling apart. It didn't feel hopeless, but it did feel like torture. And like I said, I cut her off cold turkey and just stopped communicating with her indefinitely, like no contact. So I guess for like 2 years after that, I kind of just talked to her imaginarily, like thinking about words I would say or like how I would get closure. And I don't think I ever did find closure in that, but eventually I just stopped giving a fuck because it was so long ago. It was so long ago, man. So yeah, I kind of did all that. I broke up with her in like November of 2019. So 2020 came around real quick, and then I kind of suffered for 2 years in a really, really bad way. Like, just everything was painful, man. My heart hurt, my body hurt, my head hurt. I remember like trying to get tuned up, like drink or smoke some weed. Like while I was doing it, I was like kind of crying. Just really shitty time for me. But 2022 came around, and I started college in like August of 2022, and I started a new life where I could meet new girls and friends and adventures. And I still thought about her a lot in college for like a few months. As soon as I got with like a new chick and had her around and went on dates with her, that helped a lot. And then I have my current girlfriend. I dated like two girls in college. Wasn't going for like the high body count or whatever that most guys go for. I was looking for just, someone that I genuinely liked spending time with. Because I want to say a lot of the girls at college, I went to a very liberal college, right? And I'm from a Republican area. A lot of them turned me off, dude, with like how how do I say this? With how like kind of obnoxious their words were. Like, I'd have girls in my like liberal college communications class say, "Oh, well, this author was a white male, like 60, probably a lot of money, so I didn't really like his opinion or respect where he was coming from." Which is like, when I hear shit like that in my class, I'm literally like kind of very upset. And I had to walk out of my class so many times just to take a break from listening to these girls who were kind of like bimbos, bro. Because I don't know what it is with like liberal white women, bro, but like, and I'm not hating on them, I'm just saying they do this thing where they have like white women guilt, bro. They're like, "Oh, well, my ancestors used to have, maybe my ancestors used to have slaves," or all the damage that white people did over the years. It's like we're the bad guys now. Kind of just saying like all white people are really patriarchal, like, type of men. Yeah. They're like, "Oh, the white guys are continuing the patriarchy." It does. It feels like a stereotype, and it feels like racism, kind of. Because it's like, now, like, because of things that have happened over the past couple hundred years in America, which I'm not going to deny they were bad, they were very terrible, but it's like now, like, I was born in 98, right? We had like civil rights movement in the 60s, and then we've had 60 years since then. And yeah, I don't know. It's just like when I was in college, dude, these people that I had classes with would make white people sound like the fucking devil, bro. And I just, oh my god, I couldn't listen to it, man. I'm like, you guys are literally some racist motherfuckers, bro. Like, how, everyone is different, right? So you're gonna judge the sons and daughters of a race for something like that, like those people's like grandparents and their grandparents did or some shit, you know? Fuck, this is gonna be a tough jump. But yeah, man, everything got a lot better for me after college. And you know, life moved on. I just felt really good in college. I feel pretty good nowadays, but like sometimes it does feel like pretty hopeless trying to find what I'm looking for. Dude, come on, bro. Am I not getting enough speed? This is what I mean. The RNG can really screw you up. Come on, pump, 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 pump.
Yeah!
Alright, let's drive up the hill a little bit. Get a little tiny bit more speed. I mean, like, I had white friends in my class that were like, yeah, dude, these chicks are fucking nuts, bro. So yeah, it was kind of hard finding girls I actually connected with and thought were really cool. No! Dog, that was clean. That was literally the clean. Oh, shit. Okay. Turn around. Go up the hill. There you go. Yeah, like I said, RNG in this game is a bitch, so sometimes you gotta just kind of work with what you got and going backwards just to get a little extra speed. So we still have one more stage to get through after this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Come on,
whoa.
come on, come on, come on. There we go. Tough. Okay, so this is the last stage. I mean, technically it's the last stage. There's a way to get like a secret 5th stage, but you have to do some challenges. I personally haven't been involved in any kind of romance, but having someone move on so quickly must have really put down your self-value, man. Hard to imagine trying to find another partner after that. Glad you did. Yeah. Well, it hurts more when it was like your first love, right? Like, me and this girl both shared like our virginity with each other, so like it was pretty special for both of us, and things were really fun for like 2 years, and then I don't blame her. It's just we didn't really connect as good. Like, I wanted to smoke weed, and she would have a panic attack if I smoked weed. Like literal mental breakdown, like full on. Like, it drove her to the point, she told me it drove her to the point of having like some schizophrenia one time. Like, I met some cool people at the beach when I took her one time, and they were asking if I could help them like roll a joint or if I had a lighter or something, and then they were cool enough to like offer me like a little bit of weed. And like, me and my ex had been going to therapy, and like the therapist is like, bro, you gotta let this man do what he wants to do. Like, you know, if you like put the chains on him and shit, like he's gonna leave you. And she was really scared of that. The shittiest part to me, I think, about all of it is like, she would like do the things I wanted her to do to be a good girlfriend when she was scared of losing me. And like, it just always felt like a lack of effort, I guess. But you know, like it's all in the past. Like I said, it really hurt really bad for like a couple of years, and I think I lost like a big piece of myself. But I eventually like reinvented myself. I just what was I gonna say? I think what kind of drove me mad a little bit was like with COVID, right? You know, people are scared and they're not gonna hang out because they're scared of COVID, and I really needed my time to be spent with people and like healing with people and like talking with them about stuff and spending time with them, and then you know also just probably meeting some other girls like, but you know COVID dating sucked, friends hanging out and COVID didn't work, and so you know I had nothing. I had like nobody. I just had like some hard liquor and weed, and like I said, that's what I did for a few years, and I wouldn't recommend it because it's not really a productive path, A, but B, it's destructive on your body. And I think that's the part I regret the most, is it's destructive. Like I think I could have been a lot sharper, you know, like a lot more focused and maybe even more driven in life if I hadn't, you know, smoked weed for a couple of years. And that's some real shit, you know, people won't tell you that. Like, I think I would have been performing at a higher level in life if I, you know, just didn't smoke and locked in or did something. And it's not to say, like, I didn't do anything in COVID, like, besides, you know, smoke weed and drink alcohol. Okay, hold on, let me turn down some of the settings on this. I decided to teach myself some skills in COVID, which I found to be very valuable in my life even to today. So, while I was, you know, getting stoned and getting drunk, I usually liked to have weed more than drink, but I would I would start studying Spanish and learning how to speak it, and that got me kind of far. Well, not really. Like it, speaking Spanish was a huge thing because it helped me like get restaurant jobs, right? You know, you're a white guy in a restaurant. You work usually around Hispanics, dude. Like they work in restaurants. So back of the house, they're cooking, they're cleaning, that shit. You just being able to communicate with them, like necesitas lavar, necesitas like what do you need, or like que quieres, like what do you want, and they'll be like primero cocina el arroz or whatever, like so first cook the rice or some shit. So I did study some Spanish because no one ever taught me Spanish at all. I somehow skipped it in the public school system. I don't know how. So that was one thing I focused on, and then we also focused on, or I focused on, learning how to make investments. Can't say it was like, oh, I figured out the stock market or anything. Like, far from it, bro. Nobody figures that shit out unless you're a politician. Nancy Pelosi. Fuck. Excuse me. Yeah. So I started making some stock purchases and sales, and I bought some Bitcoin, and I still have all of it today. I never sold it. Well, except the ones in profit, because a lot of my purchases dropped, and they're still down today, like I don't know, 80% or some shit like that. So when they came back or recovered, I'd sell them, get some money back. But you know, a lot of them did perform good. If you want to know how to invest, it's really easy. You just buy the entire stock market, like S&P. Piece of cake, dude. Don't even look at like, oh, I'm gonna buy Walmart. I'm gonna buy Home Depot. And here's why you don't want to do that too much. I mean, certainly you could, and it could be very profitable. But the problem is with a single company, right? Like, what was the CEO that got assassinated? It was like the United Healthcare or some shit. The guy who got assassinated by Luigi Mangione. The company that you invest in can go so many different ways, in ways that are so unpredictable that you could never figure out were coming. Stock could tank, lose money. But if you buy the whole stock market, then you're buying 500 companies all at the same time. Oh, you get more water. And that's much more stable, because if one fails, then the rest of them are okay. Okay, so I learned Spanish, investing. I learned about horticulture and learning how to grow food or plants. That was pretty cool. So a very healing outlet for me. I got to grow blackberries in my backyard. And blackberries are great. Supposed to work. And then I also learned cooking. Learned how to cook very, very good. And my family definitely appreciates that because I cook for them a lot. And then I learned how to road trip too. And that was pretty cool because I did a road trip around California in March 2022. I gotta go to bed after this. I'm kind of feeling not great, but... yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed the Steve-O Yap Power Hour. There's a right way to road trip? Yeah, there is actually. You want to make sure you have everything you need so you don't have to go to the store. You need to bring your sleeping bag, your tent. You need to bring road trip snacks. You need to bring there's a whole list, dude. Like, yeah, you gotta bring everything. You know, just planning. Like, planning is a big part of it. You want to make sure you go to places where you can actually camp or, like, you know, sleep. Because yeah, some places look like they're open, but they're not. So you gotta figure out what time to go, what time of year. you know, just planning. That's all it is. It's like so you don't get left high and dry in the middle of nowhere. What the fuck do I do now? Wait, I didn't see it. Is this map tough? I think it's tough. Oh. Yeah, I am jumping around a lot of topics. Trying to think about what to talk about. Like what experiences I've had. I mean, like life right now is kind of just same shit every day. Oh man. Okay, we gotta beat this level. This one's gonna be tough. This one's got quite a lot of curves and stunts. Not a lot of steepness, but a lot of curves and a lot of stunts. These berms are great though. I got the wider path and bigger berms perk. I think I was supposed to jump that. Didn't have enough speed really. Cool, we'll get one more perk before going to the final stage. Oh my gosh. It's like almost 3 AM. Yeah, I need to go to bed after this. Sorry, I started really late. Being able to create something is always a very therapeutic experience. Do you feel that way when I cook? Yeah. Yeah. It gives me a huge sense of like happiness and joy to cook something very delicious and then being able to share that with people. I did that a lot for my friends in college. I'd make a ton of salsa, like pico de gallo, and yeah, I love cooking food and sharing it with people. So I was thinking about making like a cooking channel, but I need to get like I need to figure out how I'm gonna set it up, you know? Like, use the camera and stuff, and then edit and upload. Low-key's kind of a lot of work. I haven't felt the drive to do that, but I'd love to see how much it succeeds, you know, if I start a cooking channel. This shit is steep. Alright, here we go. This is the Hail Mary. Holy shit. We got it, boys. So that's everything. We went through the desert, the jungle, the favela, and the glaciers. There is a 5th level, but you cannot get to it unless you I got a new bike. That's tight. Looks good. You can imagine it popping off. I don't know what we're talking about. I forget. think they added a new map. So let me see. These are like developer-made maps, and then they're not in the base game. Like these are like just little extras you can go and mess around. Oh, that's a crash pad. Oh, no, I'm over here. It keeps spawning me in different spots. It's kind of cool. Normally they just spawn you in the same spot every time. For tomorrow.
Yeah.
Loop-de-loop. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the cooking videos, right. Yeah. Yeah, I could see it popping off too. I don't think it's super complicated to make a pretty good cooking channel. I think people are always looking for stuff to cook. I just don't really have like anything original. You know, like I didn't create my own recipe or anything. But I don't think that's too important either. There we go, got good speed. Good speed, baby, let's go. We didn't jump. Why did we not jump? Come on.
Yeah.
No, we missed the soda.
Get out. Yeah.
Yeah, true that. Alright, well, yeah, I'm gonna consider that some more, I think. I think for now, though, I'm gonna probably like, just go to sleep, because I'm not feeling great, and getting sleep always makes me feel better. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this short stream of 1 hour and 20 minutes. Appreciate you tuning in, man. And, yeah, I think I'm gonna just pass out here, so... Oh, God, dude. I'm sorry. My head hurts, man. It's time for me to sleep. So, I'll cut it short here. Yeah. You have a good night, man. Thank you, and we'll see you again. Or Kenshi, coming soon. Okay. Bye-bye. Don't let the bed bugs devour you. Okay.